sold-out Extra Mile Arena in Boise. Two of the perennial best in the Mountain West, going head-to-head with San Diego State and Boise State. Along with Coach Steve Lapis, I'm Chris Lewis. Earl Walton, Mike Littlewood, Randy McCall, three officials ready to go at Extra Mile Arena.
And these have been two of the best programs in the Mountain West for a long time. Last year, two games decided by 3 points total. Boise State won both. Both very good man-to-man defensive teams, primarily.
San Diego State wins the tip. Boone Bloth win it. Has it on the outside. High pass on the interior, tips.
And neither one of these teams likes to play fast. They're both really grinded-out teams. They're about 2-point shots in the nation.
Another San Diego State turnover to begin this. Anderson's an Arizona transfer.
Great back cut by Meadow.
And he gets fouled.
Meadow has made a huge jump this year.
His defense took over for the winningest coach all time in the Mountain West, Steve Fisher. And the number 2 on that list is on the other sideline with Leon Rice.
They are just terrific people that I've gotten to know very well over the years. Great guys.
One of the things that you mentioned is that these programs look similar. If you rewind the clock 10 years ago, these two teams look like what they looked like a decade ago. You know, when these teams meet, it's been fireworks as of late. Now, Boise State has won 6 of the last 7 games against San Diego State, but all those wins by 2 possessions or fewer. Nick Boyd, quick first step to the rim.
Yeah, Nick Boyd, the transfer from FAU, has been terrific late. That's surprising. You know, I mean, this is the kind of rivalry that you think is going to be 50-50. It has not been lately. I'm sure Brian Dutcher does not like that.
Meadow glides right inside.
You know, they really struggled in their last game with Wyoming. They were up by 1, up by 2, and Meadow was not playing well. In the last 6 minutes, he woke up. They won the game by 10.
And he finished with 11 points. Boise State won that one by 9. That was the same day the football team was playing in the Fiesta Bowl at the same time, so perhaps not many eyeballs. Miles Burr, the fadeaway J, is perfect.
You know,
hook shot against Anderson. Can't get the roll, and R.J. Keene scoops in the rebound.
You know, both these teams will make it very hard to score in the paint.
Cardenas bounces. Keene waits and banks it up and through. Count the hoop. And a line set up by Cardenas.
You know,
He's a 7-footer who can shoot it, but he's short.
He's just one of those guys that helps you with so many other things besides scoring. That was not good defense. And let me say this about San Diego State. They're top 10 in the country in transition defense. That was not a good example there.
And Javen Buchanan off the Boise State bench.
In the right place, and you're basically throwing the ball to them.
Orville tries a deep one and banks it through. Using the jab step to create space, 33% three-point shooter. Cuts it to a 1-point deficit.
I like that from people's attempting threes against them. So they have a lot of threes attempted against them because you can't get in the lane there.
Got into the lane that time. Gets the bounce. Chris Lockett Jr.
He did get in the lane that time, and that was a nice finish by that freshman. Player for somebody else.
Offensive rebound, San Diego State. Miles Heide. North Bend, Washington, using the shoulder shake.
How about this kid? He scores 3 points a game and gets a lot of time.
Playing in just his 6th game this season. Lockett Jr. wants 3. Give him 3.
You know, Leon Rice said that Lockett has been playing really much help. When it's not enough help, that's what comes with practice.
Bowie, he lines it up and gets it to rattle through. Boise State not a great 3-point shooting team. 2 for 5 to begin this game.
And both those, Leon Rice is very high on as a point guard of the future.
Boyd, play makes. McKinney lines it up and drills it.
This kid was a big scorer in San Diego. He averaged 13 points a game. He can shoot it.
He's been one of those teams that can match the Aztecs in that category.
And that's been a big key, as Leon Rice told us before the game, that he feels like his team, great move there, but look, they're met with the shot blocker.
Bangerhart misses, but Buchanan is there.
I tell you, Buchanan was a first-team NAIA All-American last year.
Still there on Cardenas. That is his 2nd foul.
That's a big one. He probably, and you know what? That's the one guy that him and Degenhart that Leon Rice doesn't want to play without.
Reckless close out. The three goes. Buchanan fouls. This Bird will have a chance at a 4-point play.
Yeah, Miles Bird does a great job of coming off that pin down screen. The one thing you never want to do, you don't want to fly out of control and foul a three-point shooter.
Highlighted that pin down screen to free Bird loose. 4 points on the possession.
You know, good shooters like
Coleman Jones spins on Anderson. Gorgeous fade, hits front rim, and Guaf amongst the crowd commits the foul. That is his second.
Yeah, that's a good call. Dyson Degenhart that time, very good box out. Really good freshman. And one thing about Boise State, number 27 and made free throws a game. So this is what they do. They get to the line this early, and on the other hand, get to the line a little bit more in this first half.
Degenhart with a half-dozen career wins against San Diego State. He's 6-1 against the Aztecs.
And he's one of the prime guys. He's number 16 in the nation in free throws made per game. Gets fouled a lot.
Free throw differential and rebound differential, the two pillars for Boise State
What
this
a tough
season.
shot.
That is Bird. Big time.
Big time. Miles Bird's dad played for me at Villanova on my first team. Calvin Bird.
Calvin Bird.
Great cut.
Meadow in traffic. Transition, Bird gets it to go. Miles Bird feeling it in the first half. First in double figures, he has 11. With any Aztec in traffic.
Yeah, he's got to finish that one.
San Diego State, that tough loss a week ago against Utah State, led that game by as many as 18. Had a 7-point advantage with 90 seconds left. Couldn't close it out. B.J. Davis, a line drive shot from the top of the arc.
And that's what you need to do. If the big man's not that, they got to get going somehow in this game. But he's finding it difficult to score in the lane, and he hasn't shot it well.
0 for 3 shooting. Boyd has it pop out. But Coleman Jones, right place, right time. San Diego State by 3 and a timeout.
Very good passer, but they've got to find a way to get him loose in this game. So now in the half court.
4 points shy of 6 on the all-time Broncos scoring list. Foul inside. That's Stanley. That would be number 3. Johnson 0 for 1 from the free throw line this season.
I mean, here's a kid that doesn't play that much. As you said, 6 games, but
Boise State trying to get something going on this end with Cardenas in with those 2 personals.
yeah, the San Diego State half-court defense has really done a number on Boise State the last 5 minutes.
Silence this sellout crowd at Extra Mile Arena. Well, we live. Degenhart there to receive, and we'll head to the line.
And he gets to the line.
Preseason Mountain West Player of the Year, Tyson Degenhart. Still, when you have a guy in Degenhart who's been here seemingly forever, it's natural for players to gravitate towards him.
And everybody leads in a different way. You know, you can lead vocally, you can lead by example. He likes
Teams in the Mountain West so far this season squaring off early conference action. First home game for Boise State in 2025. Meadow puts it on the deck, attacks the basket, and Johnson was in his way. And behind his first personal. Meadow during the offseason put up 42,000.
Leon Rice now takes Cardenas out. Game gets tied, which is what he needed. They were down 5 or 6 when he came in. He comes in, they get the game tied, he goes back out with the 2 fouls.
Season. Degenhart wants
Great
it on
position.
the block. Did his work early.
I think he had to try and take that one.
Bowie, teardrop is through.
I can see why Leon Rice likes this kid.
Bird a leaner.
Wow.
Perfect.
He makes tough shots.
13-point first half for Miles Bird with Dad watching.
He's made.
Coach's dad, did he have that kind of shot making ability?
No, his father wasn't sure. I talked to Calvin. He came up to me before the game. He came up to me before.
He's been a thorn to the side of San Diego State. The Broncos have won 6 of 7 against the Aztecs. Bird once more, circus left. Johnson there to tip it home.
I'll tell you, Johnson has been a big plus for this team today. He's made a couple of
The screen. Clock down to 8. To Gorville in a reach on Andrew Meadow. Coming up on AT&T at the half.
That's a tough place, Hilton Coliseum, there's no doubt.
Iowa State earlier on CBS. Excellent performance. The Gorville freshman.
And you know, if we're going to talk about the best defensive teams in the country, which we've been talking about in San Diego State, got to throw Iowa State up there also.
Bowie. And the rebound. Woolman Jones fires the outlet. Bird in traffic. Gets it to the rim and draws the foul.
See, I don't know if that was a good call. And Earl Watson's a really good referee, but he wasn't really in position to make this call from where he was.
So right there, Meadows' hand. And Bird making sure you know I was going up with that shot. A 94% free throw shooter misses. Stanley with 3 and Cardenas with 2 in the foul difficulties for Boise State.
And they're not.
Under a minute left. Lockett, Louisiana products. Off the glass.
You know,
and 1.
You see it all the time.
No, 7 of 10 from the free throw line this year.
And Cardenas is one guy that Leon Rice does not.
Another one here on CBS. 5 to go, first half. Boyd sidesteps, Degenhart defends, fadeaway J short, and that does it. First half complete. San Diego State 33-32 lead.
Yeah, not surprising score. When these two teams play, that's kind of how it is. It's going to be a grind-them-out game.
Calvin Bird has had a lot to cheer about. Miles Bird has a game-high 14 points. That's the end of the first half. Aztecs by 1. Adam Zucker and company in New York for AT&T at the half. Right after these messages and a word from your local station. 4 ties, 3 lead changes in that first half. Getting ready to start half number 2 along with Coach Steve Lapis. I'm Chris Lewis. These are the 2 Mountain West programs that have had 11 or more conference wins each of the last 5 seasons. And so far, their meeting has lived up to the hype.
Yeah, I'm not surprised this game is this close. You know, I mean, if you're Leon Rice, you're sitting in the locker room saying, we gave up 13 second chance points. We got to tighten that up because we're a good defensive rebounding team. But Chris, did you do a lot of work out here over the years?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I know that. Yeah, I can see. Look, you look a little younger there too, by the way. We're just saying, I had to take a couple of hits. You got to take one too.
Wow, I didn't know we had the Wayback Machine, the throwback, some of these classic looks. Yeah, I spent about a decade here doing women's basketball, filling in for some of the other sports as well. So it's great to be back here in Boise, Idaho. City of trees. Hasn't really been the city of threes yet for Boise State as we get to our first half stats. Brought to you by U.S. Army. And Boise State just 2 for 10. And Lagoon Guath, who also had 2 personal fouls in half 1, limited minutes, picks up the rebound. Bird firing away. Bullseye.
Boy, you got to find this kid quickly. He's got a quick trigger, and he's ready.
Has been on point. Boise State turnover. Bird flies open floor. Oh, he's strong on the dunk. He's gotten everything else to go, but could not stuff it with the left.
Easy shot he had all night.
And then Meadow on the other end.
You know, that could be a big swing when something like that happens.
The guy whose name is Bird couldn't really fly on that dunk.
Good move in there, Coleman Jones.
Middle Tennessee transfer. Brother Jermel played football.
Here's from Boise State, let's face it, have struggled.
How much of that is because of the switching defense from San Diego State?
A lot. It has a lot to do with it, there's no doubt.
Degenhart, give him credit. Hasn't gotten the field goals to go, but that is Degenhart, a couple of more at the line. Each team coming in with 3 losses. Around and out, but a foul. B.J. Davis, sophomore from Modesto, California. Playoff football is in the air as races come down to the wire. You can stream every NFL on CBS. Davis hits.
San Diego State, Chris, no field goals between Degenhart and Cardenas. They're 2 leading guys.
Cardenas sends that right on cue.
He's very coachable.
He listens.
He does listen well.
The standout at San Jose State. Coleman Jones from the wing. So 1-3 is answered. Stanley rolls. San Diego State switches. Stanley altered from behind. Doesn't matter. I think Bird thinks he had the ball.
Yeah, that was a pretty good job they did, rolling hard to the basket. Made a good pass.
Boy.
Great pass.
Play makes. Coleman Jones has been physical inside, the senior from Jacksonville.
Yeah, there's no doubt that they were concerned more about Nick Boyd on that than they were about the big guy.
Speaking of big guys, wow! The Gugua climbs the ladder. Cardenas operates.
You know, the thing about San Diego State is they guard the pick and roll so well. They go with the double right away as soon as Degenhart had the mismatch.
Lock it. Got it.
He was their best player in the first half.
He's on the year, the 7-footer.
Now they got to switch Davis on Degenhart.
Cardenas will head to the line. Cardenas splits. McKinney with Stanley going straight up, no whistle. Lockett lobs, Degenhart.
You know, it happened in the...
Bird was double-teamed and delivered a dime to Heidi.
The drive or a pass. So you settle for 3s.
This is with Waugh on the bench. McKinney, the reserve guard, drills it. Second 3 of the ball game for Stanley's doubled. Dangerous pass. Lockett with time in space, delivers.
That was one of those possessions
Bush had this season. Tough shot. The Gorville, no. But Heidi's there. He is excellent on the offensive glass and shows it there. He's top scorers a season ago. Indiana Wesleyan. Now here at Boise State. Miles Bird. He has 19 points, 7 of 13 from the floor. Cardenas with the big on him and Heidi. Tough look, big over the big. Buchanan to Neto from the offensive glass. Different if it's a handoff.
Very good point. It's very similar to that, Chris.
Live, see,
You rarely saw teams doing that when I was coaching in the 90s and early 2000s, but now, every
favorites in the Mountain West. Almost unheard of that San Diego State was preseason 4.
Yeah, it's only 5 times in 20 years they were picked under 1st or 2nd.
McKinney from the mid-range. No, I've never worn glasses like that in my life, but if I'd had to, they're making it look cool.
Oh, no doubt about it. And, great shot there by Cardenas. Jean Morales doing a little homework there and getting his...
Well, for now, a 3-pointer. Cardenas off the Degenhart screen. The 2-man game, strong for the Broncos.
You called it perfectly, Chris.
And one note while we were away, they reviewed one of the 2 threes that Cardenas hit, ruled that it was a 2. His foot was on the line. So it's 58-57, San Diego State.
San Diego State has won 87 of their last 93 games when they lead at the half. They led by 1 at the half.
That's Miles Bird. And to add further context,
yeah, it was a bad pass, but that was good defense because they rented all wide open.
Blinding screen by Heidi. And Gorville pays it off. Aztecs in the Mountain West. Buchanan attacking. Lost the ball.
Their best offense in the second half. Oh, and one.
Off the glass and through. And he lets them know. Toss to Gorville.
Now San Diego State speeding it up. End up turning the ball over.
And the fourth foul on Cardenas. 8-point lead for San Diego State is their largest lead. Seven nothing. 1-1 of the foul before the break in Bowie. 2 for 2. Get it. This is the Gorville. Steps inside the paint. Tip up and in. Way to stick with it for San Diego State. Back up 8.
And another second chance point there. Set in the half court if you take those other things away. But they do those opportunistic things.
It's an exclamation.
Especially after he makes it.
Yeah, cost the team a point.
Yeah. Brian Dutch not happy. And here's the pressure again.
For San Diego State to show they've learned from a week ago. Against the press. Drop ahead. The 7-foot slam.
That's how you break a press. Great job there.
Is Boise State life. Block it. Poked by Bird. But there's a foul.
You're up against it.
That's the roll. Uses all the rim for the second. Inbounds contested and an immediate foul. Boise State did not want to give.
You got them right back into the game.
Lefty release. Perfect. Rebound.
You got a foul. I mean, it's not over yet.
They finally do. Boyd, a good free throw shooter. We just saw it. At home in the Mountain West. Feels like a bogey. Feels like you're behind the 8 ball. You got to make up for it. Extra Mile Arena, the place in which Boise State has had San Diego State's number, winning the last 3 at home. This is a big win for Coach Dutcher's team.
There's no doubt about it. In college basketball, you have to take a shot there. But in college basketball, you have to win at home. There is no sport where the home court is full. That was a bad pass there.
Meadow steals it, so hold on. Lays it in, and it's down to 5 with the 5-point game.
And you don't need a 3.
Well, he's taking a 3. Bowie, no. And a defensive board for San Diego State. And finally, Bird.
You have to shoot a 3, but you're down 6.
Lock it. And the Gorville gets the board, and San Diego State can see the finish line. Force another miss. The Gorville, who would only miss 1 free throw all year coming in, connects.
That was the big one.
On the second, 7-point lead, 3 possessions. Meadow fires it high. Offside rim, and that should do it. Like classic San Diego State. When they needed it, got the stops. Used that defense to fuel the offense. Bouncing back from a loss. Bowie's off the mark. Rebounds tipped out of bounds with 1.9. A rare home loss for Boise State that won 70 of their last 80 home games. Their first home loss this season. Rockets' last look, and that does it. San Diego State, 76-68. They bounce back from a loss and get a road win at Extra Mile Arena. Ends a 3-game losing streak to the Broncos. Tonight on CBS begins with Elsbeth, followed by 48 Hours, and a new edition of 48 Hours. For Coach Steve Lapis and our entire crew, I'm Chris Lewis saying so long from Boise. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports.